Hello again. It's me, Loretta, or Ferallair, whatever you'd like to call me. So we're doing our forbidden playthrough of Disco Elysium. We're gonna go fast. I'm gonna skip a lot of dialogue, and we're gonna be hunting down rare achievements and side quests and stuff like that. And I've got notes because I'm a nerd. So yeah, we're gonna continue that. So buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go. Last time we talked to Measurehead. That's what I had my notes out for. We got the advanced race theory thought, which we're still thinking. We're thinking our thoughts about racism. That's fun. We also talked to the Union, and we got them to confess that the reason they killed the hangman was this lady right here, Klassje. So we're gonna talk to her because we love talking to Klassje. And I think I flirted with her the first day, and I won. I won the flirting. She is my thrall now. No, she did not take me up on my offer, but you know, it's so interesting because in a lot of ways it's funny and funnier to fail because you say, you know, me want fucky or whatever the line is, which is great. But when you succeed, it's sad and a little boring. You're just like, oh man, does the longing ever go away? It's like, why so depressive, dude? It's not how you hit on the ladies. That's not the correct. You had better luck with the other one. She at least laughed at you, but yeah. Anyway, let's see. Cold coffee in an ashtray. It looks like a hedge hog. Oh, it's got so many cigarette butts. I get it. Kim, get out of the lady's space there, Kim. What are you doing?
Welcome to the roof.
Okay.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here. I still think she's a spy for, what's her name? Joyce. I think she was sent here by Wild Pines. She's a corporate spy. Makes sense. She works for a corporation like Wild Pines and is here spying and partying with the locals.
Nice. I don't know about that, officer.
Where a ripe corpse still hangs from the tree, spotted with green and purple.
I'm not touching it either. I'm trying to get... There's an achievement you could get for not touching the body. I'm not doing it.
The woman doesn't flinch, but there is something in her light brown eyes.
Let's see.
Sadness.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place. A third place, much different from our world.
A third place? Interesting. That's probably why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
I've grown accustomed to the power, miss.
I can see that. It suits you.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What's your... I'm pretty sure if you have lower suggestion, he says something similar, but you don't get this dialogue. I feel like it's something different. I have to look at my... Played this game so often. What's your name for the record, miss?
Klassje Amondu.
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
And what's Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Did you do something wrong?
Sooner or later, everyone does.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing.
You really
I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Sure, some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Cat, why is your hair everywhere?
Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
We need to be inappropriate to linger?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
Linger. Okay. What is Miss Oranje 37?
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of our century 37, in Oranje.
And what is a beauty pageant?
It's a competition for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
What is beauty?
When you have the fewest deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess.
So you were stupid and mediocre.
No. I was the most stupid and mediocre. And I got a crown and a sash and a scepter for it. And a scholarship to study Oranese lit.
Nice.
I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Can we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street, and I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Klassje Mondu. It's a weird name.
Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Yes. It's a nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the
Okay.
handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you?
Aha! My headset was wobbling about. Okay.
Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
Somewhere below, military-grade SAD is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something is bad in my head in the past.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
It's a feeling, white and filled with doom, gaseous, invisible, deadly. It's everywhere.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got, with a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Doesn't feel like love at all.
Are you sure? Love is terror.
Brother, blast the Ziggy now. Press that pleasure button. Let the pain recede.
Hell yeah. I need some medications. What are you doing here in the whirling rags? Whirling in rags.
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. No, this is Sassatown. It's where the future of dance lies. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Naughty, naughty kitty, you and your industrial drugs.
No, don't listen to the stiff.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss. Quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The collection includes Narc and an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Bacra?
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
I think that's the prescription speed. Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
Cool. I took some for personal use. No, that's right. That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
Weirdly loud. Did you do that, kitty? Just like puffing her smoker breath in my face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kitty face. It's beautiful. Pet this cat. Okay. I need to talk to you about your room again. And they tell me you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Let's see. Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
I gotta pet this kitty on her chin. Ow! And then she bites me. Okay. I'll leave you alone. Go away.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon. It's apparently the perfect time for that.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Ooh. Interesting. Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Got it. It's good enough. Moving on.
Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Partied. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
You mean like birthday partying? Kind of partying. Kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No one parties harder than me. Harder than this? Look at that face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
So you were lovers.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must be hard for you seeing him here, there all the time, just hanging. Because I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
If we're going on with snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Really? Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
Why go through all the trouble? How would you even... What does that even mean? This is the part where I'm always like, what the... How would you know how to... I studied Oranese Lit, and I know how to divert some radio fuzz into a landline and the cold wire. Like, what does it mean?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. And he's still hanging there.
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
Will we? What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he's now.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Well, thank you for telling us all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. Soft,
Holy shit.
light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised, especially that guy. That guy's the most
Always
compromised
compromised.
one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's
Empathy?
on another level entirely. She likes you.
Ooh.
The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
And what can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No,
Oh, what use is this then?
it's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it.
Does this
Is
mean
it
she's
not?
been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted.
Can I trust
Not
any of
with
them
her.
ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
And what is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Let's confront her. Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Yeah, she is. Okay. Can I ask a personal question?
Yes,
Were you
we're
in
just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like,
get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Okay. Kim.
Why
Hey.
not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Advanced race theory.
Okay.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
All right. Rhetoric raised to 5 and conceptualization +1. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. That is probably true. Okay. What we got here? Cold, Mamadakwa, lonesome long way home. +1 factual memory returns. Get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the Great Race motorway until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. Streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Okay. Or do I want to boost? Hello? Here we go. Rhetoric lets me persuade people of stuff. So this is all my stuff. What's... Yeah, I'm gonna get plenty of points here. Kim wants to talk to me. Yeah. Hold on, Kim. Gotta be private.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Okay. I want to look out that door there. Ah, no! Never goes that fast with the frick. Okay.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
You think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Tap on the roof with your foot.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
See, the main investigation and the door below are merging into a stereo investigation.
I hate it when that happens.
Kick it in. I'm gonna hurt myself. Ouchie!
You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Let's trash the place. Okay. I need some medications. I need to... Do you have any medications in here?
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs.
Nope. Hello? Can I come out? Hello? Hello? Look, I can see... Damn, Kim's room's tiny. Do I need to talk to the smoker man? I might have to talk to the smoker man here soon. Can I talk to him about
Can I help you?
I don't have enough money.
It's you again. What is it?
Let's go over the... Klassje said she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
She's just in denial, asshole.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type.
Crazy.
She's fucked up.
What were you talking about? She was very lucid.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her.
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everett, personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Why should I care about the tape?
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
So what's on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged them.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works?
Understood? You've listened in on their communications.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up
Sorry, baby.
in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Sure, whatever.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Why would I need a reminder of this? Interesting. Let's see. Let's see what's next. Ooh. A little bit of speed. A little bit of speed in my life.
You stare at the great door gunner megamix. If only you had a boombox. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So at 2100, I gotta go meet the smoker on the balcony. I gotta sing karaoke. I can't do that till day 3. Explore the whirling secret passages. Joyce's info on the lynching. Find money to pay Gart for rent and whatever. Inspect the victim's body. Never gonna happen. The jam mystery. Gotta report to Joyce. Apparently there was a pissing match. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. I'm never gonna do that, so oops. Find some speed and sniff it. I'll wait till I get him sleeping. Do a little speed and go talk to Klassje one night. Let's see. About Sunday night. Ask questions, Klassje. Oh yeah. What is the race enigma? Okay, so we can report to Joyce. Let's see, this bookstore has a pistol and a half-naked dame on the cover. Ooh, some erotica. It's willpower to even read the author's name. I feel like that's a reference to something. Like the book that just recently was fan translated into English, but I've yet to read. I should read. I've been reading Teen Wolf fan fiction though, so much more important than other things in my life.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
All right, I spoke with the lorryman.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise. The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
Right, I'm in charge. Yes, I should decide.
Exactly. But what?
Hold on, you seem anxious to know. Let's see. What am I deciding? Why is that?
I've kept my eye on the Camioners. Even tried to get to know one. It's a mystery I'm already invested in. Which one of them, if any, could organize such a complex operation?
There will be an investigation. Let's see. Kim doesn't want to share information with her. But I'm a fascist and I respect capitalist dictatorship.
Ah, good to hear. I wouldn't want to pry into a confidential police matter, but in the event you'd like to share more, I would like to know who it was.
Baddest of the bad cops I did it! I made Kim mad at me. I forgot I was trying to do that.
Be very careful what information you're gonna share with her.
It's a she, by the way.
Clever. If you suspect a woman in this sort of skullduggery, good move on their part.
Seems the architect of the operation has gone missing. An abandoned lorry is near the statue.
A runaway. Good work. This is a tangible lead towards solving the whole mystery.
You can't play the game, it's my game. She's a fan of vintage movie stars. Inside the cab is plastered with posters.
We contain multitudes, do we not? It might not be pertinent to her profession, but who knows?
Actually,
it may help you find her yet.
It may be a personal preference, but that's the kind of stuff you want to know about people when you're trying to code break. Like if she has secret code she's probably using something that she knows a lot about that's easy for her to reference, to remember. Like everybody uses their birthdays or like the name of their pet, all that kind of stuff. I don't. I never do that. I have different references, but like passwords and stuff like that. Cat here. There's a little kitty here. And they pet her head. And she says, lady. Why are you code breaking?
She means you know her closer now. In some way, you know her soul a bit.
It's a really advanced radio system with a lot of stations saved.
That speaks of the vastness and sophistication of the operation. Were you able to examine the radio?
Fortunately, the dial knob was missing. The radio itself was inoperable.
Sensible for her to disable access to such essential information.
I found something called Ulan frequencies related to the operation.
High-intensity microwave frequencies. They're used for navigational purposes, to compress the inter-eastlery space. They may use it to communicate with incoming freighters.
Let's be honest. You have no idea what that meant. Inter-eastlery microwave compression. Moving on.
It's a wave. And information through it. Possible there's even a connection to La Puta Madre.
What is La Puta Madre?
Better not frighten you, ma'am.
Frighten me? I'm not frightened easily, but I understand some things are best for the police to keep to themselves.
I've told you all I found. Now it's your turn.
I appreciate you placing your trust in me. Thank you again for looking into this matter. You have my gratitude, and the gratitude of Wild Pines Group. Now, per our original agreement, it's time for me to share company secrets with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth.
Okay.
They taste of iron and strawberries.
What about bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, This is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They're
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Maybe the investigations can team up, you know, share resources and intelligence?
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. As I said, a bloodbath.
See, Kim, this is the great bloodletting. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. This is pretty bleak scenario you're describing. Can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Nah.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep, black well.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Where they're exploiting the poverty-stricken nations of this world.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Sounds like maybe the colonel went a little native during the course of his duties.
I wouldn't go as far as to use that term, detective.
What, going native?
Yes.
Well,
Feels like there's a good response here, but you're not coming up with one.
okay.
Carry on.
Anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Did you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Okay. You said the deceased woman... They said the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal.
What did the teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman.
This does not come as news to us, but still.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the Colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Did you know the Colonel that was hanged?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she had sympathy for this man.
You liked him?
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
And his name was?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Courty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Courty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
That's all right, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
Vigilantes, the RCM gets its authority from the Coalition. Where does theirs come from? They just need someone to put the fear of Revachol into their hearts.
Did you miss the part about ceramic armor and automatic weapons, detective?
That is a bad idea. One I won't be a party to.
Where are these mercenaries? I gotta get some...
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Okay, so... okay, the scab leader. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you. Well, you were canvassing the lorry drivers. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes.
That may be so.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point.
She should know.
In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Sure.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
I had another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please. This reality. Ah, yes, the episode.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well.
We may be here a while then.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Let's come back
Glad
for
to
that.
have been of assistance.
We'll come back to this. I need to die. Not really.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah, why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Kim's like, I hate you. You're a racist douchebag. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna get money. I need to get a boombox. A boom box. Well, let's go talk to Measurehead and get into the... Actually, let's buy medications. Let's get drugged up. Let's see. This is the medication.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thanks. Thanks, kid. Leave that one. Whatever.
The tear machine stands in.
Ain't got no tear. Okay. We gotta go. We'll talk to Everett really fast. Hello, mañana.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
And?
Just something you shock people with, liberal and progressives. But you being conflicted about your Koika girlfriend, isn't it? Last time was the first time I noticed that. He's like, he blames the race enigma on the reason he can't get it up with his white girlfriend. It's just impossible because of their race differences. Let's see. It's whatever you want it to be. It's free association, language exercise, degenerate, race, hero race, whatever. Okay. It's just something you shock people with, liberals and progressive people, which is what I should say. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. If that is true, by the way. Paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occidentals with their own race theory. It's shit. Let me into the fucking harbor. This dump is ready. Okay. I want to do this one. It's about you being conflicted about your Quaker girlfriend, isn't it?
Look, babe. When confronted with the demise of his entire race, the bourgeois alcoholic degenerate focuses on gossip. Other people's lives are a refuge for him. From the burning race wreckage of his own.
That's just tactless, John.
The woman doesn't even look at you.
Effeminate gossip mongerer. I take pity on your tabloid-driven urges. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
Yes, that's all I wanted. Keep hiding your insecurities. Whatever, I'll find another way to the harbor. I do.
Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally. Let's go.
I mean, his boss wants him to let me in, so... Oh, okay. Finally get some money. Bottom, the union logo, and demand democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is in black. Office files. Dark liquid in the coffee pot. Ooh, magazine. Drugs. Some cool sunglasses. Ooh. Postcard.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
It's okay to break in if they just left it open.
Let's see what's inside. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders, hundreds of documents containing logistical data, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, came a to-do list with a list of errands for Everart.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Remember, Leo, Everart's all items on the drawer slides shut smoothly.
Locked. What is this machine? Typewriter? Oh, a radio.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Let's see. God, some of these I have really high. Interesting. Book. A few things. Scratchy nose. Ooh. Nice. What am I wearing? Oh, it's Kim. I'm like, what is in my crotch right now? I don't even know. Okay. I gotta get a reality lowdown here. Oh.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the hat. It's unclear whether you actually... Sure, nothing tricky about
Nothing tricky about it. Hey, my coat.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
I have another thing? Maybe I will unlock a doohickey. And let's do Cold Aqua, because that is actually very useful. Okay. We gotta get $15. No.
Yes? All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
How hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Like I had a lot of fun. I'm still not completely convinced it was me. It's been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right.
Thanks, Kim. Right, I should be able to pick all these up. Oh, I need my bag.
This is the night watchman's booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. Rene looks like he's about to smile.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier.
Yes, I am.
This is the night what?
Interesting. Do 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 do. Oop. Okay. Personally, if I drink this much alcohol, I would actually die. I'm a pretty hefty person. But I would die. Like, legit. I've got very low alcohol tolerance. Halogen. Bam. White Pines logos everywhere.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. Marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Cool. I just like press. I'm like Dennis the Menace. I'm just like, I'm gonna push all these buttons. Maybe there's drugs in it. Kitty, there drugs in this container? She's like, probably, lady. You're a freak. You an absolute freak. Oh, Kitty, I love you.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
Cool, cool, what's inside?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers.
Well, Kim, that's because you were not in touch. Wow, that was a weird skip. Let's see. Pavolsund.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
There's something special about this container, Lieutenant.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Yeah, maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do?
Why not?
There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, it just feels special, Kim.
It's a cargo container, Detective. Just like all the others. We are not here to interact with containers.
No reply. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Yeah, why am I?
Why are you what?
Anything at all.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, Detective.
We have work to do. I need... Actually, I need this and this. Shipyard is oddly quiet. Kavolson means Whale Fjord in Arden. Whale Fjord. Fjord's like one of those little inlety things of the ocean, right? Oil and rust. Gloves. Big speaker. Money. More money. Where do we mean
Container.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi.
Container. Used to be
Hi.
Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in its deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
Yeah, buddy, you make me feel like an asshole. I hate you.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
It is so much prettier than drabbled green.
Sure is, mister.
I had to break the bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Why not? Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on, but I can't listen to the radio all the time.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
What was I gonna look up? I don't know. I don't remember.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
I wonder if she sterilized this woman, because, I feel like this person has a... What's the correct term these days? A mental disability? An intellectual disability? And his wife probably does as well. Maybe. They were like, no babies for you guys. They used to do that a lot. It's pretty gross. But, I mean... Whatever. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself.
It's about the borscht.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana and that Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know.
Told you.
Looking for the leader of the dock union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are... Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office. Bye-bye now.
Thanks for everything, Leo. Yeah, easy, Leo. Yeah, easy. Okay. Hello. Hello? Hello. The stairs of pallets that are hard to see. Hello?
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Baddest Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up.
He looks extremely comfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Baddest Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's owe him for? This is a trap.
Oh gosh, I forget how to do this. I gotta look it up. My phone's so slow, it's dying. Elysium honor. Let's see. Gotta get more honor points. I need to get... I got that one. Oh shit. Go away, ad. Fuck. I did that one. Steal the sleeping docker's pass, then return it to Manana. Ask Lena for money. Did I do that? Ask Everett. Hint Everett to ask the Hardy Boys to cooperate with the meter, then don't accept the 5 real note he hands you. I'm not seeing the one about the check, so... So I'll take the check. Take the check, but not the 5 real. Keep it, I'm good. You could take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Just don't say anything. Or should I not take it? Should I not take it? I need some money.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
No.
No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I would appreciate any help you can provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it.
Officer, we will deal with this later.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you?
No, I'm not
You're
about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. That's cute. He thinks about Kim. Although, Kim hates me, so maybe he won't.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois.
Interesting.
Are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I'm good as a kid.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend.
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade. As we sat here.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Yeah, I'm a big racist. It's basically like that in my head all the time. I really believe in the race mystery, and I'm glad I was given this chance. I hope to one day be able to contribute.
Personally, I'm not big on the whole race thing, but that's okay. Let me assure you. I'm very glad you're comfortable sharing this with me. I run a big and quirky organization. Everyone is welcome. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Oh. I got this kitty. Sorry.
I think the odds of that are very low.
True, my memory is a bit hazy. My memory's just fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now. It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry.
I thought
Strange.
you are Harry. I feel like a Dubois, but not quite a Harry. Something longer.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Heraldimus? But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. But of course, Harry, your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a family. Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here.
I'd be a wonderful father.
Yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
And a cop does
it
the same.
says... Oh, yes. Very interesting. It says you're more like a mad prophet than a cop. Always rambling about the end of the world. I'm sure these stories are exaggerated.
Exaggerated ever at the time is now. We're looking at a catastrophic global loss of life.
Of course, Harry. Sin, blood, death, catastrophic loss of life. All those things.
Where'd you get it?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious.
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you want...
Everard's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need... Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I'm looking into your shady brew, too.
I don't know what that means, Harry. You know what? Don't even tell me. What? Yes, your lost gun. Your gun will be found, Harry.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him.
Hold on, could you really hold my gun
Be
hostage?
holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
It was bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have you ever factored that in?
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. Now, please, let the professionals do their job.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry! I was only trying to be tactful. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about, but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not sure I understand.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Miss... Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and you can get the key from Manana. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure I find it a little odd?
I'm just a nice guy, Harry.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family.
Called him a
Harry,
midget.
I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
Bam!
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
Hmm. Okay.
His expression makes it clear.
Why haven't you
This
let her
is childish and irresponsible behavior.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. I have no interest in what she is doing. Tell her about all of it.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Container outside your office.
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container.
Let's hear it, Harry. Of course, Harry, of course. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take...
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
And what's that?
Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world and it's saying a lot, hasn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
I marked myself? Interesting. I'm not sure, is it a joke or a coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
I'm a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover.
I do think the world might end soon. I feel like some of this... I feel like he's either worried he has dementia, or maybe he's been diagnosed with he's had dementia or something like that, or he's gonna have early onset dementia, because he's not that old to get dementia. He's very young to get dementia, but... Or maybe it's just a fear because of the movie that he's obsessed with, but like... The way he talks about everything will disintegrate, even words, because his mind, like... Reality only exists because we experience it with our senses. So when you start losing something as critical as your higher thought processes, that would be the end of everything, including words. So, I don't know. It's interesting.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Plus, there's the whole pail as a metaphor for death and all. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. He didn't offer me $5. Oh yeah, because I didn't ask him to get the body now.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. See you soon.
He like won't. Everett asks you to open basement door. Do what you Everett has promised to give you info on the key. Okay, I gotta open this door. Hello. Oh. Hello. Can I? Wave the apocalypse. You woke up in the hotel room and started rambling about the end of the world. It's not your normal everyday doom crying either. Something truly colossal is approaching. The gloaming, the culling, the bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Until now, you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm. No more! Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile, physical reality you have found yourself in. Interesting. Oh, I was gonna see if I could. Nope, I don't have a map yet. Okay, I have no map. Hold me down. I'm always bad. 16 is 6. No, 18 is 6. 18, 19, 20, so 8 o'clock. Like visually picturing a clock in my head and counting. I'm a loser. Okay. Boo-doo-doo-doom. Doo-doom-doo-doom. Ba-doom-doo-doom-doom. Doo-doom-doo-doom. Can I get that card?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should toast calmly.
What are you doing?
Investigating.
We should move.
Being real.
Okay, well he's gone, so I missed that opportunity. Can I ask her for money? I think I already did. I feel like I already did.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first. Oh my. What happened to the water log?
Looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Of course. You're a cop. You were born to do this stuff.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
See, I think I already did it. I'm so forgetful. I've already got a lot of honor points. Can I? Fascist. Look at all my fascist points. I'm such a fascist. I only have 5 honor points though. I need like 11? Or do I got the thought, but to get the achievement. I didn't get 25 honor points. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah. I need 11, so... Okay, don't take the money. 6. Vince plays odds to let you investigate the Doom commercial and then promise on your honor you could handle it. Okay, that's 7. We'll go through the list. I don't think it'll get done tonight though. Let's see. What am I doing? Opening a door. Let's go around the back. Hello. Man from Hyamdal and the wildfire. Oh, I need to do a... The guy's still there.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The royal lion. Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
It's like a ramp. It's called Guillaume's kitten. Oh, that's creepy.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned.
Oh, I forgot to get the frickin' key from Manana. Damn it, Kim, why'd you make me walk past him? Ugh. Well, taking a very long time. Maybe I'll buy the map in here. I want to do this tomorrow. We'll begin side quests tomorrow. La-di-da. La-di-da-da-da.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
It was nice enough. Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
A weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I heard something about a weasel and didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Ah, you a racist, Manana?
Polar weasel?
God.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
There's only one law friend, and that's me.
Why not?
I'm the law.
Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share. Aye.
So not wages or pensions?
This stuff. They already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people have here.
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
You shouldn't take what's not yours.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us.
What about Everard?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it.
That seems
He
very
is
lavish.
reasonably lavish, sure. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway.
Not you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
You seem to spend a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Me too.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. No.
I could be a boyadero. What if?
No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide.
Any idea who killed the
The
hangman?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harmer is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
You're very useless, but thanks.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
Cool. Thanks, Manana. Thanks, Manana. Where am I going?
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition.
Coach Physical...
Even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Wait, what? What is... Does that mean you call me a maggot and a Nancy boy to motivate me?
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
I've never got... Oh, no. I've never got this before. Yes, sir. Forge me an organic steel, coach.
It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete.
But wait, why piss?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Okay. All right, let's do this, coach. I'm with you.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus.
Oh, really? What a word for it. Okay. I'm gonna have to put that thought in. I've never gotten that one before. I don't even know what I did to get it. Hello? Ooh, thought my game had crashed. There we go. -2 encyclopedia, intense workout. So, you were minding your own business trying to get some detective work done, when suddenly a voice emerged from within you and told you you're a wuss, a namby-pamby, a sissy, and a limp jellyfish. This voice has zero gender sensitivity and even less empathy for underwhelming athletic performance. Try to purposefully piss it off, see if it teaches you something. Pretend you don't know the difference between a double and a single support phase in the discipline of hammer throws. It hates that. Okay. Okay. Fun. Spirit chirps of blah blah blah. Okay. He'll be here tomorrow, I believe. I need to figure out how to do the Fascist Vision quest. I want to get it done before Renee dies in his
The
sleep.
spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What
all
are you
these-
looking at?
So, he was in a shootout in that church, so just looking at shootouts makes him have a panic attack. Which, considering he's only killed like 3 people, means he's probably not a hardened murderer or anything. He's got PTSD! Okay. I feel like that was a bit of a shootout between like a bunch of cops and a bunch of like gang members, so yeah, it would be pretty traumatic. Okay, what's with all these bullet holes? It seems a lot of them around.
Remnants from the revolution.
Mm-hmm.
These are over half a century old.
No crime has happened here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Okay. Kim. We're gonna break
This
into this
must
guy's
be
house.
it. You knock silently.
I guess no one is in.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Lieutenant, what's your opinion of this task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for. But every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
You don't mind if I unlock the door?
If the Merc Tribunal happens before we solve this, we are looking at casualties. What's one unlocked door compared to that? On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrart we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually... Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can... Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's... You try to be as silent as you can. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
Go in! Someday I'll have to, like, try to lie to Everett. The hidden world of walking sticks. You almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's that?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
I don't think we get sundogs on Earth. That's when you see 2 suns in the sky due to refraction of light, so it looks like breaking the light into 2 images or whatever. I don't think we get those here. Something about our atmosphere is too much water or something. Could be wrong though. I don't think we get those here. You get them on like Mars and Jupiter and, and stuff. Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain.
The
Bow.
tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Bow before the flag is
The
gonna.
lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. It is not my flag, he thinks. My flag is the signal blue of the zone of control.
Whatever you say, Kim. Myers, fantasy heroes with big muscles. I'm sure he does.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
I like the implicit homoeroticism of fascism. They hate all women and love big muscular men. Okay, tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do you mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Aw, come on, it's just a bit of fun with a pinch of truth. People have the right to make fun of each other in a free world.
Of course, so very free. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
What about your yellow man mug and compare?
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
I mean, I'm the cops, I can. Jesus. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Okay. It's time to go talk to the cigarette smoker, I believe.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
I did. I can't save.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight, and his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We got your hint, found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
What I'm aiming for, let's see. What I'm aiming for.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Yeah, it's sexy.
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
It's Friday night tonight. It feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week.
Tuesday.
Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Go if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time.
Don't worry. We'll meet again. Come
Ooh.
find me in the bar of the Whirling some evening.
He gently rests his hands on your shoulder.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth
Yes, it
as
does.
you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
Nice, 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 nice. Oh, Kim, you smell so good.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving, Kim. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
Such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
Very mysterious.
Very. Come on, detective. Let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview.
Okay.
He's
waiting. Okay, I need to do... I've never gotten this. Hello? In my life. I've gotten, Coach Physical, or, Apocalypse Cop before. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever gotten Hobo Cop. I've gotten Aces High and Aces Low before, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna take this body down. I've done that one. Torque Dork, I don't know if I've ever done that one. Indirect Modes of Taxation, I feel like I've done that one. And Kingdom of Conscience, because I've done the Moral Intervision quest personally, just on my own. I've done the Bow Collector. These ones are all about my girlfriend. Detective Casteau and Boyadero, I've never done those. Interesting. Actual art degree, I've done finger pistols. I don't know if I've had that as a thought. That one, I've done that one. I don't know if I did that one. Jamrock Shuffle, I've done this one, but I'm trying to do it again. I don't know if I, like, fully did it. Done this one. I feel like I've done that one. I've done that one and that one. Arno Van Eyck, yeah. I've done this one. Searchlight Division, I haven't done because you have to do the remote viewer thought and then say a lot of remote viewer stuff to do Searchlight Division. Done this one. Litany of Contact Mic. I've never done this. I'll probably be able to do it. I probably had to do the Coach Physical Instrument first, and then I have to talk about Contact Mic all the time. Hardcore Aesthetic. I don't know if I've done that one either. Finger on the eject button. I don't think I've done that one. I did that one last time. The Precarious World. I think I've done that one. Cleaning out the rooms. Yeah, that one I think I get. Talking to Joyce about the reality. Wompty Dompty Dom Center I've done. Bank. I think it gives you like a big bump to certain stuff. A Bankruptcy Sequence. I might have. I don't think so. I have done the Grinder Vision Quest, which is interesting. But I don't know if I did this one. Anyway, it's a lot of interesting things I've never done. That anything with the Grinder stuff, I probably won't do this run. It's gonna be, I'm focusing on Honor Cop, Fascist Cop, and then Remote Viewer Cop. So anyway, but we've got Coach Physical Instrument, which is amazing. It doesn't take very long. So, but we'll have to do that another time. I think I will play tomorrow because I'm having fun. I'm having fun. But it'll probably be short because I gotta do some stuff. But today is over. I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll get some stuff done. We'll talk to this guy. We'll go back to Everard and talk to the Hardy Boys and go to bed. And cash my novelty check. Cash my novelty check. Okay. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.